The following is a Spirit Street production.
What is going on, everybody, man? This is your boy, Big B, Brian Hanley. Look, it is game day. Now, I understand there's been some games that came on Thursday. They had a game that came on Friday. But today is game day for most of the nation, most of the Big 12. We are here to discuss it. Thank you guys for joining in. I appreciate it. Look, man, let's just get after this thing. First off, let's talk about what we've seen so far. You know, the game's on Thursday. I don't think we learned much about Utah other than they're going to be really good, which I think everybody probably knew that going into this, that Utah was going to be very good. Kansas is going to be good. I had some early game jitters at the beginning of the game, but Kansas is going to be a good football team. I think we learned about that. And then, look, Colorado, we can say whatever it is that we want about Colorado. I totally get it. I get it. And for whatever it's worth, Colorado didn't look great. Now, they won the football game. Here's what I'll say about North Dakota State is that they're not Power 5 level. I know a lot of people want to try to put them at the Power 5 level, but they're not at the Power 5 level. But they very well can be the non-Power 5, or I should say Power 5, Power 4, excuse me. But they could be the group of 5. They absolutely can compete in that and be very well, do very, very well. So I know people think of them as an FCS team because that's the level that they actually play at. At some point, maybe they ought to think about moving up, or you know what? Just stay right where they are and just keep dominating, just keep doing what they're doing. I think that's also can speak, volumes. But Colorado winning that game, they didn't look great. North Dakota State, yes, they are a good team. But if we think Colorado should have been better than what they showed on, on Thursday, they should have been better. I mean, if they're trying to win more games, then yeah, you got to be better than what you look like. I mean, does anything look any different? I mean, their defensive guys were allergic to pass rushing. They literally are allergic to getting after the quarterback. Just won't do it. Had to blitz guys to even simulate any type of pressure. And even then, guys just couldn't get off one-on-one blocks. That's what it looked like, people. So there's that. They still couldn't stop the run. Then, quarterback was running all over the place. I had somebody try to argue with me and said, they still stopped the run except for the quarterback. I'm like, the last time I checked, the quarterback's allowed to run the football. And he was all over the place. So they still couldn't stop the run. They still couldn't run the football. I mean, they're not going to be competitive if you can't run the football, And there were times where their offensive line played a little bit better, but for long stretches in that game, North Dakota State's defensive line owned Colorado's offensive linemen and just completely pushed them around. Just completely pushed them around. They got to be better. Look, we can go on and on and on about that. I'm not going to do that here today. We don't need to do that. We'll have the wrap-up show that we have on Monday. Hopefully everybody checks that out. Appreciate it. But yeah, it is what it is at this point. Colorado's not good. UCF looked good. Early on, again, some first game jitters throwing the football with KJ Jefferson, but they got it going. UCF's they're going to surprise a lot of people. And I've already picked it. I've already picked them to beat Florida. And again, it's not so much that I think Florida is this great football team, because they're not. But I've already picked them to beat Florida when they play, which will be huge for the conference. Huge for the conference, but more importantly, it's going to be huge for UCF. It's going to be gigantic for UCF. So we'll see exactly what happened. So, just looking at some stuff, getting some updates in here on some injuries and that sort of thing. But So yeah, man, in the comments, what do y'all got? What do you got? Yesterday, look, TCU, I think Stanford's better than what people think. They're definitely better than what I thought. So Stanford is better. That's a good road win for TCU. They needed it, number one, to try to build back some confidence. But number two, I think that Stanford is a better football team than what people think that they are currently. I think Stanford's going to win some games in the ACC. I can't believe I'm saying that. Stanford's in the ACC. Watching the game, you saw the logo on their field last night. Didn't that just look weird? I mean, didn't it just look crazy that there was an ACC logo that was out there? Yeah, it was nuts. So, but either way, I thought that was a good win for TCU. Leave some questions and comments and stuff in the comments section there. You know, we're answering questions today. We are live talking Big 12 football. Got to get this tweeted out real quick. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Perfect. But yeah, man, we got a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff going on today for just college football, Big 12 football. Who are you interested in seeing today? Look, the big one, West Virginia host Penn State. I'm on record. Penn State, I'm not a fan. Never been that big of a fan. I'm a fan of West Virginia. I want to see West Virginia. I think West Virginia can be a spoiler this year. I don't think enough people are talking about West Virginia and what they can do. This is a game I think they win. I want them to win. A lot of people aren't going to pick West Virginia to win this football game. I think they can. I'm just not a big Penn State guy. I'm not a big Penn State guy. Not a huge into James Franklin. I'm not supposed to say that. I understand, but bottom line is I'm not a big James Franklin guy. So we'll see. But I like what's going on at West Virginia. I love their bounce back last year. I understand some of their schedule helped them out, but you still got to go win the football games. You know, your schedule can help you out all at once. If you don't go win the games, then none of that even matters. You know, but they won the game, so good for them. Moving from that, I like them to win this game today. There's a lot going on. Look, Oklahoma State shouldn't have any problems today. Cincinnati, I don't think anybody really should have any problems except for a couple of teams. Obviously, West Virginia. Look, even though I think West Virginia is going to win, the game is going to be close. It's not going to be a blowout. UNLV and Houston. Look, I'm on record. I love Willie Fritz. I think he's a great man. I think he's a great coach. But it's going to take some time, man. And people are really, really high on UNLV. I took UNLV minus the points or 3.5 point favorite as of now, but I really hope Houston wins. I really want Houston to win. So I want to see Willie Fritz get off on the right foot and win this game. The other game that I think is going to be close, Wyoming and Arizona State. Look, I picked Arizona State near the bottom of the conference. I think that still holds true. Having said all of that, I don't know. Wyoming. Yeah. Give me Arizona State, man. I'll tell you, I flip-flop. I've been a flip-flopper. You know, I've been going with Wyoming, Arizona, back and forth. I'm going to say Arizona State wins this game. The reason that I'm going to say that, because I think Arizona State's a year away. I think they have it going on the right track. But if you look at their schedule, where are the other wins? Like, how many wins do you think Arizona State's going to get? You look at their schedule. I mean, do you think they're going to get the 5-6 wins? I don't. If they do, that's great. That will be great. I just don't see them getting there. So, but I am super excited for college football to get started, man. Kansas State shouldn't have any problems today. Baylor shouldn't have any problems. Tech, BYU, Arizona. New Mexico will be okay, but Arizona should whip them. Shouldn't be a problem. Iowa State, same thing. I don't see there being a whole lot of problems today with any of these teams, man. I just don't see that. The only thing that I would say is I'm just super excited for college football to be back. I am super excited for college football to be back. Look, we're going to check in with you guys later on today. Like I said, I wanted to get out here and just let you guys know I am super excited. I appreciate all the support that you guys have given to Big 12 Insiders. Make sure you check us out. We're Monday through Friday back during football season. Got something for you every single day. So if you haven't liked, follow, or subscribed yet, make sure that you do. I will see you guys later after the games today, man.